Yo, yo, let's go, boys. Let me just do all of this, bro. Let me do all the stuff I gotta do. Let me get my link up here. Onto the Discord. There you go. Boom. All right, boys. We back in this thing. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, boys? I guess we could start off with the Kills More video, bro. Let me know if it's too loud, y'all. Let me know if it's too loud. If I gotta turn this shit down, though. What's good, though, fellas? You win? Nah. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna be reacting to other people's shit, bro. It's good, BMC. What up, Cade? It's good, Savage. Cash was good. You want me to check out the Joe No? The car. I didn't finish the whole thing. All right, we'll watch this first. Yeah, you see, I was already up to there. All right, we'll watch it from the beginning here. Let me make this shit full screen. All right, bro. What up, Killer? What up, Spicati? Bryson, JP. What up, Devin? It's good, Chris. All right. Let me get popping here, bro. She was what, bro?
Hey, David. He looks like he has a blue outline. Is it just the monitor?
It's probably just the peaking.
It's his aura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if we good, boys.
Let's get right into it. One of the biggest talking points from last year's game, the RNG in shooting. What can you tell us about shooting this year, and can you compare it to a past 2K?
Okay, so we've talked about this online a little bit. There's no RNG in shooting. I'm going to say that with an exception. There's RNG still in like those quick heaves that you get at the ends of
Dip was good, yo. What up, Jacob?
And like half court.
What's good, Mark? What up, Celery Stick? This video doesn't matter as much. Nah, he does drop some gems. So we'll watch it all, bro. I'm gonna stream for however long you guys want to be tapped in with me for. So yeah, we'll get to watch everything you guys want me to watch. We'll watch the Kills More video. I've seen a couple of good Twitter clips, but if anybody got any specific other good videos that you've already seen or want me to watch, send them to me on Twitter or in the Discord, and I'll bring them up. All right.
Full court heaves. Okay, so that's still.
What up, Dre?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Liar.
Fair enough.
What up, Legends?
Use a dice roll, but everything else is straight green windows, pure green windows. They scale based on
Dribbling looks
attributes
amazing,
and coverage and all the badges and everything. But those windows, once they're set by those things, if you can time your shot in those windows, you will hit the shot.
So theoretically, you can time your shot in those windows. You can shoot 100%.
You can shoot 100%. Yeah. So compared to past 2Ks, that one's hard to answer because we really have never done this before. The closest was probably 24. 24, we had a pure green window, a little bit larger one, but that one even had RNG on the edges. So what happened there is like, it was a really, really tight window that most people probably couldn't hit consistently. And then that would bleed out to like 0% chance on the edges.
Yeah, I had already seen it.
So we still used a dice roll to keep the numbers like, so people wouldn't go like, over 10. They would at least hit some shots if they were kind of sloppy on their timing.
Right.
So that was the idea there.
So you'd say it's like a more skilled base 2K24.
The RNG shooting is nuts. I mean, but dude, if you play the game, you know that that's to be the case. Only the shitters will tell you otherwise and drop some stupid comment like skill gap. They don't play the game. They're just viewers out here just yapping to try to rage bait. Like if you play the game, you know that the shooting was full on RNG. Like you just knew it.
Shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. If
what up, K-Dub?
If you are crazy good at shot timing, and you take good shots, you're gonna destroy people.
You're gonna separate yourselves from other players.
Absolutely.
What's up?
And to offset that, I'll throw that out there too. Is that one of the reasons why we felt we could go this way is because defense is stronger. So contests, they're powerful. If you can get a hand up, and I watch you guys play a lot. I know you guys are really good at doing this. So you know when to jump, you know when to stay down, you know when to be in hands up. People who master that, they're going to be able to ding these shooters hard enough where it's going to be such a hard window to hit that consistently at least that you're going to keep the percentages down. So I'm not too worried because at least all the play tests we've been having, we're getting good numbers.
So we'll segue into shot contests then. It seems like it can be challenging to find a balance, right? You have attributes, badges, player heights, player wingspans, hand placements on the contest. How do you try to balance it to make it to a point where you're not getting contests when you shouldn't, and then you are, you know, it's not too strong, too weak? How do you find the balance between all those factors?
Yeah, it's really hard.
Like them, them or me? Them, right here. I got you. I got you.
Just a lot of iteration, you know. And it's seeing what feels right. And the hardest thing about contests, I'm going to say, is usually what happens is in the 2K cam view when you're playing live with no replays, sometimes things don't look as contested as they are, or vice versa. Yep. Like sometimes it's like, oh, there's a crowd of dudes on the guy. Why is it like a 2% contest? And usually it's because two guys are flat-footed, one guy's behind the shooter, and it looks really crazy, but it's actually pretty open.
Get the pronouns right.
It's really hard to dissect, you know, every little clip.
If you were to freeze frame it at the point of the release, it's actually...
You can kind of see why the game is saying this is not a heavily contested shot. Even though to your eyes, in real time, in the heat of battle, it might look contested.
Good next gen.
But yeah, it's really just
let's get our hands on it first.
And trying to make it so that, you know, everything's a factor.
I'm excited though.
People to invest in good perimeter defense or interior defense on the inside. We want to make sure that, you know, height is effective.
I love the dribbling though. The dribbling looks so fucking good.
And not, you know, overpower each other.
Staying on the topic of shooting, rhythm shooting was added to 2K25. You've already talked about how rhythm shooting is different this year, and we kind of need to recalibrate our brains in terms of how to think about it. You've also talked about how you want button and rhythm shooting to both be viable options. What are some factors you would say people should consider when they decide if they want to shoot with the button or with the stick?
It's going to be labbing, I think. It's going to be finding the shot that works for you and finding out like what you're good at. Because it's, I guess my analogy, maybe it's not a good one, but it might be like if shooting with the button is like shooting a free throw, and shooting with the stick is like shooting a deep three-pointer with maybe a slightly larger basket. It's like one might be easier for somebody and one might be harder for somebody, but it really depends on the person. Like some people are just going to get it. Some people are going to be in rhythm shooting and be like, I understand that tempo is what really matters. I got to get a certain speed in my stick throw to master shooting. And some people are like, I don't get it. I just can't hit a shot. I just see the window. I want to use the button. That's fine. And then some people are going to be in the middle, like Wolf's one of our best players internally, and he's like, yeah, he has this crazy formula. I mean, he's like, I'll use buttons.
From all the footage I've seen, you're at such an advantage, it feels like, with the rhythm, because all you got to do is like green one of the two, or green the tempo, or whatever the fuck. You don't even got to green both this year. So if you just green one, like you're gonna see it in the next video. This dude kills him more. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Like the shit, it feels like training wheels. You'll see though.
For this case, I use stick for this case, I use stick for this case, button for this case.
So certain
he's
shots,
all over the place. Yeah, certain shots it might be easier for you. For me, I do rhythm shoot. I rhythm shoot everything, like, and that's just how I play. But yeah, some people are mixing it up. Some people are just pure button, and that's kind of one of the metrics for me. Actually, is internally, what are people doing? What are they gravitating towards to be successful? And I've found that it's really a good mix. So I think we're in a decent spot. And I don't know why I want this, but I think rhythm shooting is cool. And if it was, you know, up to me, everyone would at least try it. But like I said, like we said earlier, it's like I didn't want it to be like last year. There was definitely an advantage,
right?
And there might be an advantage this year if you find it easier because you just happen to understand the mechanic better. But really, you can't go wrong with either.
So if someone's not like you, if they don't like rhythm shooting, it's like you can shoot with the button, you're on the level playing field. It's just it's just preference.
And some people are going to be like destroying people on the button, and if you force them to rhythm shoot, they'd probably go 0 for 10. Yeah. So it's really, yeah. The goal is to make it both viable. Whether they're equal, I don't know if there's even a way to
completely different mechanics, bro. We get it. Like
I don't know how to
square, one is
gauge
a
something that's that different.
You flick it up and down.
It's just different.
With the addition of the Badge Max +2 perk, you know, you're going to be able to boost badges multiple levels now. Can you speak to how effective it's going to be? You know, let's say, you know, your 78 three-pointer is typically silver set shot. How
I'll
effective
leave
is
this
it going to
shit for
be
you guys.
to
This is some of my
boost
career
it to
shit.
78 three-pointer with offset shot versus actually getting the
Release and push
requirement
timing
of
is still a
three-pointer
thing.
to unlock the badge
Yeah, I don't
level?
get
Like,
that, but
how can we kind of in our brains define like how much better it's
All right,
going to
here's the problem with that. They opened it up, right? That's like they opened up Pandora's box, and then there's now people that are used to like shooting off the base of the shot instead of at the release point. So now if you strip that away from those people that shot that other way, like people like Splash and shit like that shot on that early shit, like you're low key like you're taking away something that's how people now shoot. So that's the problem with that.
be?
That's a very difficult question.
All right.
It's very nuanced. And the thing about badges is that they're
What up, Vic?
situational, right? So
Vic Cooks, does that suit
a
that?
rating is going to be more global, and it's going to affect you everywhere.
sue
But the
that.
badges might be certain situations or certain
All right,
contexts.
Devin
So
Beasley,
you have
bro.
to consider that, like what kinds of shots are you taking. So yeah, generally speaking, I would just say
Yeah, I figured it was
find
you. I saw the
shots that
MJ
you like to take or that you tend to
loyalty
take.
badge.
Find out the badge that's going to work best for, and then go all in on that badge. That's better than getting like bronze everything. Bronze
Right.
everything is going to be like, it's not going to do a lot for you, to be honest.
Right.
You're going to want to go at least silver or gold to see some effects from that badge. Otherwise, just go in on your attributes, and that's going to be more
Feels
beneficial
good,
to you.
All right, let's switch gears. Finishing. We've seen 2Ks where finishing has been insane, dunks, layups, floaters, all types of things. We've also seen years where it's been a bit hit or miss and a little inconsistent. It seems like this year was an area of focus, with custom layups and bringing back the visible green window on dunks and layups.
Ready for
Just talk about the
2K?
challenges
You
in
know it,
terms
bro.
of finding a balance, because again, there's so many factors.
Hey,
attributes,
Stream, do me a
badges, player
solid, bro.
momentum,
Everybody
player
hit the like
size,
button on this
height,
shit.
all the
Thumbs
things.
up,
How do you
man.
find that balance so that it's not overpowered, but it's also not inconsistent?
Yeah, that's
The
another
cooking
difficult
channel,
one.
65
one other
months.
thing I'll say from the outset is
You have to
one of the
drop a video.
goals for our team this year was, and this sounds weird, but
Yeah,
we
like
wanted
up
every
the stream,
play style
boys.
to be OP. So, you've maybe heard that before, right?
Yeah.
So like, it sucks when there's one dominant play style
Yes.
or
Look,
two
Jamari.
dominant play styles. We wanted it to be like, if you created a slasher and even a layup slasher, like really
Yeah.
specific thing. You want to be a guy who just finishes like Kyrie, that you can do that and you can be effective
Yeah.
and you can like kill people with that.
Yeah.
But if
go,
you're like,
A-Town.
some glass cleaning,
man gets
interior
cooking.
defensive guy, and if you invest everything in that and you get good at that, you can just, stop everything in the paint.
If everything's OP, then it's kind of just like pick what you want to be.
Yeah, pick what you want to be.
Yeah.
We want there to be a diversity in play styles. But to answer your question with slashing, yeah, it was a point of emphasis, especially with layups and dunks, to make slashing just more of a game, like more of a weapon.
Right.
Because we knew going in, these thinking green or miss is back. People are gonna be like, okay, I'm making a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna left, right, cheese behind screens and just pull every shot. It's not as easy as it sounds. So don't think you're going back to 2K24. It's different, especially I mentioned with the contest. So I encourage people to try out a bunch of different styles before they commit to what they're building.
One way to play.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen it already
I've seen
downstairs.
that.
But,
I've
like,
seen
floaters
that.
are tough. Like
I've
they're
seen that.
really
You can
strong.
earn VC now.
If
Let's
you
see
get
if
in your
that
bag
stays
and you
in the
find
game for
the custom
once
layup package
it
that you
drops.
want for your guy, you're going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, you can be exploding downhill and stop on a dime and just float it over the. Yeah, no, it's.
Yeah. And dunks too. You see it. We made dunks easier. It's
Yep.
just hold down on stick now. It's not a big Mortal Kombat throw, as people call it.
Seems like even like
easier.
standing dunks as
Yeah.
well, like standing meter dunks. Everything seems a bit more.
That
I'm a little
was
worried about
good.
7-4s.
Yeah,
But,
I saw a screenshot
think
where
we're
like
okay. We'll see.
Yeah,
if you're
we'll see.
streaking or whatever, you could
When
like
it comes to
earn
dribbling in
VC. I'm not
2K26, what was
that's
your
what it-
vision? What
go
did
look
you
at the post.
see and what did you want to execute? And are we going to see big builds being explosive and
The
popping
highest
off
rep
the
in the
dribble
park
like
has a bounty
LeBron
now,
and Durant and all
AKA
the
me.
taller players in real
No
life?
life.
I wouldn't say popping, but they're definitely moving better.
Okay.
The goal for dribbling at a high level was to make it more explosive. Let players branch and chain moves together more readily, more freely. Have moves generally be more explosive, both launching out of them and just chaining between moves. And then just putting a lot of different combos in that haven't been in the game for a while or never have been in the game.
Right.
So that's exciting to me always. Working on the dribbler is just like, what can I Easter egg into this thing? Not tell anybody about. It's not in 2K. Learn 2K. You just
See
gotta
how
go.
long it takes them to find it?
Yeah, gotta wait till Steezo's video comes out, or you gotta like get in the lab and you gotta just cook. So Yeah, discoverability to me is like one thing that I'm excited about for dribbling, and I think people are going to find like their dribble
the
style
dribbling looks
and
really
all
good.
the moves
That's
that
the
you
one
can
thing I
set
know
up with your guy,
looks
and
fire.
find the right combo.
We're gonna
that,
watch a lot of it now.
that you're good at and get in their bag. And
Yeah, I messed with it a little bit, and it definitely feels more explosive. Even the 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", yeah, definitely compared to last year.
We'll see.
Much more. I know you said not poppy, but I would describe it as more, burst.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shea, our cover guy, because a lot of his animations are pretty tough. So he's a good dribble style to try out too, I'd say, for the bigger guards.
So judging by the things you've tweeted and answered questions on, it seems like you're kind of leaning towards a more skill-based defensive system in the game. You know, like you said, pluck steals have been nerfed, but blitz steals will be rewarded. It seems like if you outplay your opponent, that's what you're looking to reward defensively. Was that the idea going into kind of revamping how defense is played?
Especially with steals. Steals have been, for a long time, haven't had much of a game to them.
Right.
It was kind of a ratings-based dice roll. So that's when I said the pluck steals are gone. Yeah. The ones that are just calculated by like, here's your rating, here's my rating, I hit the button, let's just play an animation out, that's all gone. So actually you guys inspired me a lot. Watching Black Market play and watching like Bauer play defense, I call him out. I guess it's all you guys, but especially Bauer, and like how good he is at anticipating and cutting the dribbler off. I wanted that to be the game. Like, if you can read where the ball handler's going and then hit steal at the right time. We spent a lot of time on that too, just the ball targeting on steals.
I gotta see it to believe it.
The right animations. They're quicker generally, the animations themselves. So, and not locking you into them as much.
We're not gonna see these streams for another week. I mean, no content really, bro. Like, I'm giving y'all a stream now just because, gotta get that rhythm back
rewarded for a steal instead of just, like you said, pressing a button and the game gives it to you.
Yeah, and that was, like I said, the top of the thing is like that was across the board, right? So, but especially with defense, steals, blocks are the same way. We didn't want to just be like, okay, your rating's good, you block everything. Right. It's got to be, you got to time it, you got to read. You gotta know when to jump, when to stay down, those kinds of things.
I saw some people follow up that they were concerned, like, oh, so what's the point of even going high steal? From my experience playing 2K, the higher your steal, the better reach animations you get. Not just plucks, just better, quicker reaches. You recover faster instead of getting into a long, kind of stumbly reach animation.
Yo, what else? Stezo was good?
Yeah.
Insano was good?
Yeah, and you even have like...
All-Star team up tonight. I heard Suda had that 10 gifted for that All-Star team up for y'all.
So there'll be times where, like, if you're the ball and have a lower steal rating, if I get like right on the edge of it,
holy shit, bro,
I'll miss it. But that extra couple of like sometimes inches or less than inches can make a difference between a steal and not a steal.
Nah,
so that's
Tyler, you're wilding out
by your steal rating. So there's reason to invest in steal, especially if you want to be a lock or a two-way. You're going to need it.
You touched on it a little already in terms of the build.
Hey, shout out to the 100 in the building, boys. Smash the like button. Let's go.
Is there anything else gameplay-wise that you would say
got that 50 gifted?
Creates
Let me find out you got that
50
gifted for me for that
All-Star
team themselves, bro. Let me find
the
out,
takeover
bro.
system. I think I mentioned on Twitter.
I got that 50.
Some of the requirements too, for like dribble styles and for dribble moves. So the rule kind of was if it was like an 80 rating requirement, and you were like, it was like for swings only or for smalls only, that got moved to both. So that's kind of the rule. So I know people were saying like, okay, well that means that like LeBron can get Kyrie's moves, and that's not how it works.
Right.
Kyrie's still going to be limited to the small guards because it's such a high rating.
Yep.
But yeah, opening some of that up is going to, I think, hopefully create some build diversity. Or give people options at least. Like if they're only choosing a small guard because they want a certain dribble move style or a certain move itself.
Yo, so that with the gift, let's go.
6'7", something like that.
Big shout out to Mike for sitting down with me. But if y'all want to check out this gameplay in action, click that video on the screen right there. The highly anticipated annual gameplay.
We're gonna watch this till I haven't seen this video. I haven't seen, so we'll watch this one, bro. Yo, shout out to Suda for that gift. Let's go, Insano. Only one. Match him. Who? Match him.
A breakdown video. We're going to be going over everything gameplay related
KD,
inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26. We'll be talking about the no RNG pure green window shooting from both three-point and mid-range. We're going to be talking about the new custom layups and how consistent we think those are going to be. The new dunk meter. We're able to see the green window again, but is it any good? We're going to be talking about dribbling. Can tall build speed boost again? Of course, we've got to cover on-ball defense for all you you locks out there. Paint defense, rebounding. We got everything you need when it comes to 2K26 gameplay. I'm also going to be posting some unedited, raw, full game online user versus user gameplay here shortly, so stay on the lookout for that. But take a second, drop a like on the video for me. Let's try to get this video to 20,000 likes, and let's get into this NBA 2K26 gameplay breakdown.
Bro, the bigs are gonna dominate.
All right, first things first, all the play now clips in this video are on Hall of Fame difficulty. We're gonna start off with some dribbling in the Learn 2K core. I don't know what the difficulty was on in there because whites were going in, but the play now clips are all on Hall of Fame. All right, let's start this off with dribbling. A lot of questions to be answered here, a lot of clips here for you to enjoy. Let's talk about it. First thing to remember,
that burst?
All right, let's start this off with dribbling. A lot of questions to be answered here, a lot of clips here for you to enjoy. Let's talk about it. First thing to remember, these are NBA players. They do not have optimized SIGs. You cannot change their SIGs. They have whatever they have. Durant has Durant SIGs. De'Aaron Fox has De'Aaron Fox SIGs, etc. But the gameplay you're going to see tomorrow, I can't really speak on it, but it's with the My players, and in the test builder, you could change your SIGs, and it is a night and day difference from how the NBA players move to how you can move when you're able to change your SIGs. But this will give you at least a general idea of how it looks and, you know, how people are bursting. And obviously I know a lot of people from my channel are going to be like, like, are the big builds bursting again? And yes, you can speed boost on big builds. It's a night and day difference between 2K25 and 2K26. And people might say, oh, what about the small guards? And yes, the small guards can fly. They can really change stuff together. People are definitely going to find some glitchy stuff. You see, you could spam behind the backs. You can spam escapes. There's some really good launchy behind the backs now, and you can start to combo those with like explosive behind the backs and momentum behind the backs. And you see, I mean, that's 6'11" Kevin Durant.
Look at Book. Y'all see that separation with Book on the stats?
Crossovers. Now, I do want to mention, there's only so many hours in the day at Community Day that you can't really like fully focus on everything. And my boy Young Dirk was really focused on dribbling, so he sent me all these clips in the Learn 2K. So I'm going to leave a link to his dribble tutorial down below if you want to see more about dribbling after you finish this video. But shout out to Young Dirk for hooking me up with the clips. I did get some dribble clips, but like I wasn't going to spend a few hours on it when I knew other people were doing it. I wanted to focus on other areas of the game so we could get as much information as possible. But what's really nice to see is all these different NBA players have different dribble styles. You know, like Curry has his, Fox has his,
why Jimmy
Kevin
moving
Durant
like
has his,
this?
Jimmy Butler has his, etc. And they can all speed boost. And that's just a breath of fresh air, because I feel like in past 2Ks it was like only 1 or 2 dribble styles could really burst cleanly. And now they can so it was like you were forced to use them. Now there's probably going to end up being like a couple that are better than all the other ones, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like before it was like no matter what, if you weren't using Darius Garland, you had a hitch run out or just you had a no burst run out of dribble moves.
Nah, that's fire.
There's multiple dribble styles now that can burst. And again, this isn't even with optimal SIGs to go with the dribble style. This is just what the NBA players have on.
Nah, that's fire, bro. This is gonna be like playing out right here. This is like playing out.
I'm definitely interested in your thoughts on the dribbling from what you've seen here. So get your comments in down below and let's start the discussion. That is the Scottie Pippen behind the back that Mike was talking about. You know, they added some more explosive kind of behind the back dribble.
That's just gonna be spammed. All the players gonna spam that
launches
shit.
You forward. There was also, I think, the Kobe White one felt pretty good. I was
that behind the back is vicious.
Now I know a lot of you guys probably want my opinion on dribbling, so here it is. I spent a fraction of the time dribbling as other creators like Dirk and Koza and other creators. They spent majority of the day dribbling. I spent probably 20-30 minutes, tried it out, and then went to go get other information. But here's what I felt. It felt much more explosive than last year. It felt much more dynamic, and like you had more burst. You had more pop with the ball in your hands. It felt like you could chain things together much more quickly. And most importantly for me personally, it just felt more fun. Now, I understand the bar from 2K25 was set extremely low, so to say it was better or more fun than that is like, well, you know, you're not really saying much, which I get, but it's just how I felt. Like dribbling there, I was like, damn, like this feels a lot more enjoyable than what I was doing the last 12 months on 2K25. So we'll see how the game feels at the official launch date. Because remember last year, people at Community Day found certain ways to speed boost dribbling wise, and then it was removed by the time the actual game came out.
That is
so
true.
Hopefully that's not.
That is true, dog. That is so true, bro. Like we're watching this build of the game. They might tweak all this shit and strip away the ability to like boost or burst with all these dudes, but hopefully not.
The case this year. Hopefully all this stuff people are finding in ways to burst and be dynamic and be explosive off the dribble. Hopefully all that stuff is there at launch, and then we can really dive into it as a community and find some crazy stuff. But that's enough about dribbling. Let's move on to some other gameplay aspects. All right, let's talk about shooting and shot contests. Got a bunch of clips here. Some are going to be open, some contested, some green, some miss. Want y'all to just take a look at it, and I'm gonna just let it play, and you guys can kind of start to assess, you know, how the shooting looks.
Look at this KD push cross right here, bro. Look at how he goes from fucking right to left into the jumper.
A bunch of clips here. Some are going to be open, some contested, some green, some miss.
This next one.
Want y'all to just take a look at it, and I'm going to just let it play, and you guys can kind of start to assess, you know, how the shooting looks, how the contest system looks, and
but that's what they can't do, bro, because that's what makes the game fun, bro. The speed of the dribbling, bro.
RNG and the pure green window, and how did it feel, and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, it's just a few, you know, hours that I was playing the game, because I also had to get, you know, my builder stuff done and all that. But the green window definitely felt more precise. Like when you got it right, it was green. But when you got it wrong, it was earlier, it was late. Like you were like it was.
Bro, you can see it.
Slightly off, it was doinking. So
look at the shots he's taking,
when I talked to Mike in that interview I did with him, he explained it. If he could compare it to anything, was like a more skill-based 2K24 shooting system. And I can kind of see where he's coming from, just because of, you know, yes, you have the pure green window, but it is, you got to be more precise than you were on 24. And that I did feel that. Now, obviously, it's just a few hours. We'll see how it plays out when the game actually drops.
KD gonna be tough.
But another thing that was noticeable was player height really matters still on the shooting. You know, taller builds definitely shoot.
I mean, I'm seeing a couple of good stops here.
Over people and, you know, get contested less than the shorter builds. And Kevin Durant was an absolute god because of that. I mean, KD was insane on this. All right, we're going to switch gears over to mid-range a little bit here. And I'll be honest with you, the mid-range felt really, really good. Tested it with KD, Shea. I think there's maybe like a Curry clip, a Luka clip. Like definitely shot a few middies here and there, but was definitely using it a lot with Kevin Durant, just trying to just see how the contest system was registering. I had somebody using Shea on the other team, and then I was using KD, and we basically tested mid-ranges for like 10-15 minutes straight. They feel really, really good. I know they were good on 25. Again, they feel really good on 26. And again, the height thing, I know I'm harping on it a lot, but that's what
we're talking about.
See how people are,
that's when they're gonna fuck it up.
You saw in the dribbling in the beginning of this video, right? Like people are able to move now on the bigger players, and that was
the fucking dribble heads are gonna have a feast. They're gonna have a banquet hall this year. Like they're gonna buffet style type fucking cooking. The dudes that know how to dribble, good luck.
Even my players, like I said, that was NBA players, and you were still bursting and doing all that. Then you combine it with the fact that you're really like shooting over people in terms of that advantage. Like you might actually see a back and forth this year of small guards and big guards both being viable.
I like seeing the numbers too. I like seeing the numbers too.
That would be beautiful. A little bit more build diversity, a little bit more play style diversity. And what I will say about shot contests is they definitely felt stronger than 2K25. 2K25 to me felt like you were kind of praying for a contest.
Slow jumper.
90% of stuff just registered open. It didn't feel like that on this game. It definitely felt stronger, but not stronger to the point where ghost contests were happening like in past 2Ks. If a dude had his hand down, especially against a guy like Durant who's so tall, but even other players that we tested like Shea and stuff, it would say open if their hand was down. So if they reached and you shot it, it said open.
Damn, KD got a shifty on Hoff. Y'all saw the purple pop up? KD on play now got shifty on Hoff.
If they jump, but they were, you know, super late getting out to you, it would still say open. If you created enough space, like on that fade over Chet right there, it says open. But then if they, you know, if they're under you and they get a hand near your face or near where the ball was, or they jump in time to get there before you release the ball, they'd register some type of contest. Now let's talk about rhythm shooting, the new rhythm shooting system, right? Apparently you only have to green the tempo. And that is confirmed because you're about to see a couple clips of it. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, apparently if you don't green
slightly early,
the timing,
but the tempo was green.
It makes it harder and it was a deep one too. Look, a deep one.
Damn, brother, the dribbles are so fire, bro. I can't wait to fucking dribble on
without the meter. It's kind of like, man, he's making whites is kind of what I feel like, you know, even though I understand the system is different. But when you turn the meter on and see it visually,
early timing, bro.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Look at this. Look at how early it was.
Bro, this
still
dude
green.
Is making a 3/4 bar shot, but I understand the logic is different now.
Ah,
I think
that shit look crazy. That's a green
rhythm shooting system.
That's a green.
Let me know your comments down below. Let's talk quick about perimeter defense bumps.
I gotta get a
I think we're
screenshot.
all like ingrained in the 2K25.
That's a green, bruh. Oh, shit.
Rhythm shooting system. Let me know your comments down below. Let's talk quick about perimeter defense bumps. You see right here, Lou Dort cuts off Kevin Durant coming up the court, and they get a physical body up, cut off, like bump animation.
Killed.
If someone's moving, if a dribbler is moving, and you cut them off, you will get a bump, physical body up bump. But a big difference I noticed was on 2K25, if someone was standstill dribbling at the top of the key, you could just like press against them and interrupt that dribble sequence. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible to interrupt someone's standstill dribble sequence, because obviously I just tested it in the limited amount of time that I had, but it definitely felt night and day difference.
Oh, look at Bron, look at Bron, look at Bron.
Felt like if someone's dribbling, you know, on the perimeter standstill, you could just basically run up to them, smash into them, and interrupt their whole dribble combo, and it would put their player in like a bump animation. Didn't feel like that on this game until they started moving. Once they started to try to burst past you left or right, or try to drive to the basket or whatever, then if you were running with them, then there would be some type of body up collision. But we'll have to see, you know, how that plays out throughout the year. But it definitely was a noticeable difference.
Bruh, did you see the arc on that shot for the green?
In my opinion. Last quick thing for perimeter defense bumps, off the little push cross here into the defender's leg, lose the ball. I know a lot of people are like anti-push cross, anti-De'Aaron Fox crossover. Well, position yourself correctly. You could be knocking that ball free without even having to reach. All right, let's talk about layups. We know custom layups and slow-mo euros and all this new layup stuff they're adding. So let's talk about it. Layups definitely.
I'm not gonna glaze, bro. I'm not gonna glaze the shit. Like, I can see the jump shooting being OP as fuck with the rhythm only having a, like, you saw the Embiid shit. That is psycho. How bad, how off the mark he was, and the shit was green. But dog, it's just the movement and the dribbling just looks so fucking fire that's what's like selling me right now heavy.
Much improved from 2K25, but that's not saying much. Layups were pretty awful in 2K25. Size matters. You saw that one right there with Giannis. You're going to see some with Trey, Luka. Size matters in terms of getting contested. It felt like the bigger players definitely could go up with more
like he just went crazy, brain dead on Trey there, but he's bigger than the smaller players.
But overall, whether it was Trey, Luka, De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, whoever it was, being able to see the green window, I know it was an old feature. Like we had it in 2K24, then they got rid of it. They brought it back. I'm not hyping it up.
Luka got his shit.
But it's just nice to be able to see it, not only to help you know when to release the timing of the layup, but also so you know what's a good take and a bad take, and help you understand what you can and can't go up with. Now let's talk about driving dunks. All right, dunk meter.
All right, let's see some dunks.
You know, I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this. So
I want the dunk meter to be so good.
First thing I'll say, size matters again. It felt like the bigger players got more consistent.
All right, there you go. I like to see that going. I want to see contact dunks, dog.
I still feel like there's some kinks that need to be worked out in terms of the dunk meter. I have a couple of specific clips coming up here in just a second. And I did bring it to their attention, and I'm sure other people did as well at Community Day. And as we know, we saw last year, they definitely made changes after Community Day.
Okay, good D.
You know, last year they nerfed
you can tell
builds
they're
and took out certain dribble speed boost animations and stuff. But check out a couple of these animations.
Here we go. Let me see it.
You're gonna see me beat the defender, and or whoever I'm playing against gets past me, and we're just, you know, driving to the basket, like right here.
Yeah, Giannis is him, but I want to see Anthony Edwards get a couple of these.
To the hoop by the time he goes up with the dunk, and the dunk window stays small. So that's a little alarming.
But I've also seen instances where the green window does get bigger after you shake off the defender. But in that instance, he was past them and it stayed small, so that did look bad.
To me, I feel like there's, like I said, there's still some kinks to definitely work out. Like this one right here, it's
right there. He's completely past them, and the window doesn't get larger, so that's annoying.
Clean drive, blew by the defender,
completely past
clean
him.
line
Look
at
at
the hoop, but because like when I started the dunk, maybe the defender was still like pushed against me. I'm not really sure. Like I said,
but Giannis is just catching bodies because it's fucking 60.
But even with that being said, we're still getting some nice contact dunks at times.
He's on his hip.
Boom. You know, sometimes the green windows were big, sometimes they were small, so definitely figuring out exactly how the logic works. But something I definitely like is when they take you out of the dunk meter, you turn it into a layup, and it's usually a pretty greenable layup. So I feel like that is a nice change.
You're saying that you want, or if you're gonna say that, just say that you want both things to have to be green, the rhythm and the tempo, like the tempo and the release or whatever the fuck.
Being like, I went up for a dunk meter, they took me out of the dunk meter, and now the play is cooked. It's like, nah, in real life, it's like, oh, I wanted to dunk it, but now I got hit hit, so I'm gonna, you know, adjust my body and be able to turn it into a layup type of thing.
The only times where you could hit a white are gonna be on heaves, like full court, half court heaves, where you just heave the ball. Like you could hit a white like that, or end of the shot clock flicks. Like that's just like a automated thing. Like the shot clock is burning down, and they don't let you time your shot, and you just flick it. It'll be RNG whether it goes in or not. That's the only time shooting is gonna be RNG. So like a half court, full court heave, and like a flick at the end of a buzzer, at the end of a shot clock and shit like that.
So we'll have to see how the dunk meter plays out. I'm not really sure if it's good or bad yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure. I need to see more, and I need to see what kind of changes are tweaked by the time the game launches. Let's move on to interior defense and standing dunks. There's definitely some crazy interior defense animations.
I just seen the injury. No, I just seen the injury. I just seen the injury on a dunk attempt after a block. Nah, bro, the first injury, I just injury is
changes
crazy.
Are tweaked by the time the game.
Here
launches.
it is. Let's
move on to interior defense and standing dunks. There's definitely some crazy interior defense animations. Like, look at this one by Rudy. My,
what's good,
I mean, to be fair, it's Rudy and Wemby. They have great interior.
Oh, here we go. Let me see
stats.
This. What's this looking like?
But
oh, nice.
You could definitely get some crazy stops. Now, wide open standing meter dunks. You see how big the green window is, and then even like standing meter dunks against smaller
Wemby's gonna be a
like
god. Look at Wemby. Wemby's a god, bro. Wemby's a god. Wemby's gonna be a god. Wemby's gonna be a god.
It kind of feels like it's like you could get crazy stops, but you could also get crazy dunks. It's kind of I'm not really sure. Like we'll have to see.
Had regular names in the chat instead of full, like over here. Oh, it did. Yeah, how weird. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
How it plays out, but they both definitely felt viable. Like if you timed when you were gonna jump to get the stop, like you get a crazy ante. But you could also, if you went up with
last year,
the
meters were ass last year. Yeah, they were ass last year, but they look much better.
Also, a little detail I noticed right here was as Joel was backing down Wemby. Look at when Wemby jumped, his hand was behind. Like Joel pinned him so deep in the dead zone that when he jumped, his hand hit the back of the backboard and it registered open. I feel like in past games, sometimes if you did that, it would still register a contest because it was like it thought you were supposed to be there, but you weren't actually there because you got stuck on the hoop. I don't know. It just
there's 20 different shot meters. It's crazy. I want to see what they look like.
The size of these standing dunk meters, you could definitely go.
You saw the size of that standing dunk meter with a Wemby, bro? What the fuck? There was no way he was ever gonna miss that. Look at this. Look at how massive this is. Look at this, bro. That's half the meter for you to green. If you don't green this dunk, you suck ass. And beat is on him. Yes, there's obviously separation, but this shit is half the meter being available for you, meaning you hit anywhere on this timing, anywhere, you're gonna dunk the ball. Look at this shit, bro. That's half the meter, literally half the meter for you to fucking green a dunk. That's fire.
But you see the size of these standing dunk meters, you could definitely go crazy with the standing dunks, but then you also saw some of the paint stop animations I was getting. Like you could definitely go crazy with the interior stops as well. Like here's one from Wemby. I mean, I'm not really sure which one's going to be better, but they both definitely felt viable, at least for the little bit that
I can't believe that's an injury off a block.
Rebounding.
Man.
You can turn off the green feedback in the...
You could turn it off? That's whack. Nah, fuck that, bro.
Player HUD. I did notice that. I know some people have been asking that, but as you can see here, you don't have to green the rebound to get it.
Just get regular rebounds.
Mike has already talked about that, but just so people could be clear about that. And then even here, I'm on Jokic. I green the rebound, and my teammate grabs it instead of me. So just because you green it doesn't mean you're automatically going to get it.
Nice.
But this is what the green feedback looks like. Figure we'll just touch on that real quick.
Underneath.
But if you guys want to see,
if you guys don't know what the fuck he's talking about, look underneath. Look at the player indicator. It turns green. That means that he greened the rebound. So just look at Joker. Look underneath. Look at the circle on Joker. When he goes for the rebound and gets it, you're gonna see how it lights up green. I know it's like a small detail.
Gonna get it, but this is what the green feedback looks like. Figure we'll just touch on that real quick. But if you guys want to see raw unedited footage of the first part game in NBA 2k26, click that video on the screen right there.
Holy shit, he got all the footage.
We're not gonna waste any time. We're jumping straight into it. Y'all asked for raw unedited NBA 2k26 gameplay, and I got exactly that here for y'all. I'm actually still in the hotel room. I was just at community day for 12 hours in the builder and getting some gameplay for y'all, and as soon as I got back to the hotel room, we're already editing and, you know, getting on the mic to talk to y'all about it. So drop a like on the video for me. I really appreciate it. Let's try to get this video to 10,000 likes and let's talk about it. All right, I'm in the white jerseys. My team's white. Swag's in a black jersey. Swag is my pro-am teammate. I played park with him for the last, I don't even know, 5-6 years. You know, me and Swag go way back. So we decided to match up in the My Team triple threat. So it's 3-on-3. We pulled up some My Team cards. Luckily, I was able to. I was lucky enough to pull LeBron James. So we got some LBJ gameplay here for you for my first time on 2K26. And listen. A few things to notice about this game.
This is my team.
We were
Look
not
at the
able to
MT logo
customize our HUD. So we weren't able to turn off our shot meters. We were not able to change our shot feedback. We were not able to customize any of that
WNBA
stuff,
players
okay?
are in the game.
That's going to kind of hinder the gameplay a little bit. And also, it's literally our first couple minutes playing NBA.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the kills and more shit. There was like even Galaxy Opals, like Galaxy Opal, Brianna Stewart and other people. Pink Diamond, Caitlin Clark. That's what you're seeing. Diamond LeBron. There was like a Diamond Steph or some shit. Like there's a bunch of shit. But it's all subject to change. They didn't let them check out the menus in My Team. They didn't let them check out the auction house. And yeah, these are probably not the cards that were. These was like just more like example type cards. These are not necessarily the shit that we're gonna be getting when the game drops.
2K26. So there's going to be some rough moments, but y'all wanted it unedited, and I understand why. Because y'all want to see the game speed. Y'all want to see how it flows.
Damn, maybe they go back and get retired players. Sosa, I'm sure they.
Now, I also want to mention, these are, you know, the My Team cards for these NBA and WNBA players. So they have...
Joker swatted the shit out of Caitlin Clark on the perimeter, bro. Look at this shit, bro. Look at Joker playing the
Now, I also want to mention, these are, you know, the My Team cards for these NBA and WNBA players. So they have their own animations. And as y'all know, they're not...
You hate the night park? I love the night park, bro. I was sick of that daytime shit on the roof last year. That shit got sickening. I love the nighttime feel, bro. This looks so much more like inviting, welcome, more cozy. Just the lights. It just, bro, I love this shit so much more. I can't even tell you how the aesthetics to me are more appealing and how that alone will get me to spend more time playing park and shit like that, just because I feel like it's more of a vibe. I will say the 5v5 court, they didn't do a good job with it. I don't like the 5v5 court, but maybe the mode itself, just playing with 10 people, will carry it. But this shit here, this shit looks fire.
Optimized animations, like when we make
Night
our
is
My
better.
Players,
I love this
find,
look. This shit,
you know,
to me,
the
looks
best
fire.
escape to go with the best crossover, to go with the best
This shit
behind
is
the back,
fire,
with
bro.
the best hezzy, and it all comes together, and it's able to move a lot more efficiently and quicker and just
Look
better
at how clean this looks,
than
dog.
the NBA
Like,
and WNBA players
this shit looks
because
clean.
you got
This looks
optimized
phenomenal.
SIGs. So my point is, some of the bursts that you're gonna see in these gameplays.
Damn, go back. What do you want to see?
These NBA and WNBA players. So they have their own animations. And as y'all know, they're not optimized animations. Like when we make our My Players, we find, you know, the best escape to go with the best crossover, to go with the best behind the back, with the best hezzy, and it all comes together. And it's...
I felt like LeBron could have got that reach. You see that? Look at the LeBron reach.
When
Look
we
at the
make our
LeBron
My
reach.
Players, we find
I'm gonna slow the frame
best
down.
escape to go with the best crossover, to go with the
All right, look. Dribbling. Ball on the left hand. Bron coming in. Watch
best
this.
behind the back.
Right here. Ball's exposed. Bron's fully committing to the steal attempt.
With
Right here. The ball is going down. Perfect time for LeBron to be ripping. Look.
the best
Look at this. This screams LeBron steal.
hezzy. And it all comes together.
Nothing.
And it's able to move a lot more efficiently and quicker and just better than the NBA and WNBA players because you got optimized SIGs. So my point is, some of the bursts that you're going to see in these gameplays, it might look clunky sometimes, but you have to realize a lot of these players don't have great SIGs attached to their My Team cards and whatnot. Like when you'll see the gameplay tomorrow and you see the builder and people, being able to test their builds.
How does bursting still look mediocre, bro? How? What do you mean? How?
And when we tested the builds, we could customize the SIGs. You're going to...
Remember, bro, these shits don't have, like, the good SIGs or none of that. They don't have the badges or not on, like, Hoff, fucking quick first step and all these things that matter until you get... And remember, you need those badges to be, like, on Hoff and shit like that to be able to actually get that... You know what I mean? Where you peel out.
It's a night and day difference in terms of how people can kind of burst and speed boost and change directions and start to chain glitchy stuff.
Yo,
together.
JB, thank you for that gift, bro. I appreciate that.
Out there labbing. It really looks like we're gonna find some.
Yo, Stream, let me get some W's in the chat for the gifted, man.
Small players could burst. The big players are.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You move a lot
Let's
better
go,
than
Shabam.
2K25. That's for damn sure. Step back with Bron pulling up. Y'all already know. Y'all already know how we're coming with Bron on 2K26. All right, so
boom,
make sure
good.
y'all tuned in tomorrow.
That was a good little bump pluck. Steal. It went up. I don't know if they hold on to the
Back
possession
with
here.
Bron pulling up. Y'all already
Clark on Clark.
know. Y'all already know how we're coming with Bron on 2K26.
Look.
all
Outside
right?
hand.
So make
Boom.
sure y'all tuned in tomorrow. My Bron build is dropping, and I'm excited for that.
They held on to the possession, but that
we're
was
hot.
good though.
We're up 11-2.
Y'all see the takeover meter at the top? That shit looks hella clean. Look at the takeover meter, how it looks, bro. Damn, all of these are screenshots I'm not saving. It's all good,
I don't know what he's doing, but I'm trying to blitz the ball hand because I know Mike was talking about, how they nerf the plucks and blitz steals will be rewarded. So I'm really trying to blitz the ball hand and go for him. But I'm getting called for a foul here and there. You do see, though, I don't know if you can tell in this, in my gameplay breakdown video that I posted earlier, I kind of talked about this. When someone stands still dribbling, you can't just like push up against them and just knock. Swag's giving me too much space. Bron's knocking it down yet again. 14-2. It's an absolute flood. But what I was talking about was when someone stands still dribbling, you can't just bump them out of like
in
their
real
combo.
part too. Yeah, I know, but to see it on my team is fire.
Like trying to drive or trying to run to the side.
See it on here is fire, bro.
Like perimeter defense. You see, like right there, that's Caitlin Clark, like pretty much stonewalling LeBron James, which I know sounds crazy.
And it has the ratings. Look, it has your points, your rebounds, assists. It has everything on there, bro. Nah, this shit fire.
Let's ignore the physics behind it in terms of the WNBA versus NBA players.
So you're not gonna get the 2K20 Myteam feel if the game is not rewarding, if it's not grindable, if the MT earn rate is not there. Gameplay wise, you might get that back. Like, I mean, it's looking fun, bro. I'm not even gonna like. It looks fun, but as far as like the Myteam mode, for you to get the full feel back. That's like completely up to them. Like, it's the game grindable. It's as simple as that.
People are probably gonna freak out about that, but they already talked about how it's literally just when it comes to my team, it's just attributes and badges and whatnot. But that's not the point of what I'm saying. The point of what I'm saying is when you're on the move, the defender gets much better bumps.
You say that every year, bro. I've already criticized the game already. I've already made criticisms of this shit. I already said that the shooting might be an issue with the whole you only got to green one of the two and shit like that. Like, that might be fucking really bad ultimately, especially if people are going to be zenning and shit. They're never going to miss. I've already criticized the game and I haven't even got my hands on it.
And you're trying to go, tween cross. You're doing like a size up or something. On 25, you could like run up.
I saw that shit, bro. I saw it. Hopefully that's true. If we could get a mix of MT and VC.
When they're on the move,
that's fire.
And you cut them off.
Because remember, they do a lot of things like super packs and shit like that, or little bundles that you could only get with VC. So if you're earning some VC along the way, that eventually you're able to build up towards getting some of the shit that you couldn't do before because you're only earning MT, that's a fucking W. But we'll see if that's really true. That might be, I don't know if that screenshot is legit or not.
You do get a body up, but when they're standstill dribbling, which I guess is like real life. If someone's dribbling at the top of the key and you're a defender, you can't just the game run into them and just knock them back.
I mean, but that was the year we got like what Kobe, right? That was, or was that 21-9? I think 20 was the year we got like Kobe for spotlights and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, bro, the game was way more grindable back then.
To knock them out of their dribble sequence, right? That would be called a foul. So I guess in that sense it makes sense. But I'm just reporting what I felt playing the game. You know what I mean? I felt like when I was standstill dribbling, I could combo all I wanted, and then as soon as I got on the move, if they got on my hip or they cut me off to the basket, there would be some type of physical collision animation. And
you saw
that was
you
something that I noticed.
It shows you all the rewards you get right away in the bottom left. I don't know if I'm not covering it. It said takeover pack or some bullshit.
Different in terms of the body ups and the dribbling. But first game on 2K26, 21-7.
Oh, let's see the MT. I don't know if this is gonna transfer over, but this is the MT top right corner.
Went crazy, 8 for 8, 2 for 2 from
600 MT for a game to 21. It takes score differential into account. It takes your defense into account. Most of his, he got the most MT out of playing defense, so 293 for playing D.
from 3, so definitely happy about that. But now we're going to head over to the 2v2 courts. Me and Swag are going to team up. So let's get into the 2v2 gameplay. And this is all users. This is me and Swag versus 2 users. I'm not really sure who it is. It's just, you know, letters and numbers as gamer tags.
It's Wemby and LeBron versus
all 4
Joker.
people on the court being controlled by users. So as you can expect, you know, we've been playing the game for 20 minutes at this point. It is going to be a sloppy gameplay. But at least y'all will get to see some raw, unedited gameplay. And like I said, we couldn't customize our player HUD, couldn't turn off the shot meters. There's a lot of stuff that kind of made it even more challenging.
This is the 2v2 shit? Damn, it actually looks dope. It's like you're separated from where all the other parks are at. And it's like it kind of feels, it's like you're in the street. You are in the street. It's a fucking street, bro.
But you get to see kind of
a little bit more set up on the street.
User on user action, because although last game it was me and Swag playing, there was still 4 AIs on the court. You know, it was more team control mode as opposed to single, you know, everyone controlling an individual single
on triple threat now is shit.
This is a nice little change of pace.
Wise.
Now I am
don't sleep though. Some of the best things you could get are like on the weekends they do the little challenges and shit like that. And they did say that they focused on trying to make the park, like the triple threat park, more rewarding this year. I don't know what they mean by that, but that's what they said. We'll see.
Curious, what are your thoughts already after watching me and Swag play that 3v3 there? Is there anything you saw that you liked, that you didn't like, that concerns you? You know, just what are your thoughts? Comment it down below. I will be reading the comments to kind of see where your guys' head is at, and then maybe even answer some of your guys' questions down there if I have time in between editing all these videos that I'm trying to get out for you guys in a timely fashion. As I said, like I said, I'm in the hotel room. We're on the grind. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know how I get this time of year. I do everything I can for y'all boys, and y'all always, you know, show love back. So
Kills the boy.
The feeling is mutual.
I'll switch up. I'll switch up to Kills the boy. I got
2K flew me out to play NBA 2K.
At least you guys get to see the pack Annie and stuff like that.
26 Myteam early. That's right. In this video, you're going to see WNBA.
Remember, you're not watching. You're not going to get to see any menus. You're not going to get to see any auction house. All you're really seeing is going to be some of this gameplay footage and just a little bit of other stuff.
Players play alongside NBA players. You're also going to see the brand new pack animation. You're going to see 2v2 triple threat park gameplay, as well as, yes, all-star team up. So yes, I just came back from NBA 2k26 community day. It was an amazing day. You can see a few pics right here, but most importantly,
yeah, Hamill, they said you can shoot with squared and
early. First things first, though, I do just have to mention all the players' ratings and stats,
I'm not gonna lie to you, if you learn rhythm,
see in this video, I'm not fully confirmed to be exactly that when the game actually comes out. So just keep that in mind. But yes, I had so much fun making this video. So be sure to hit the like button if you enjoy. So yes, I do actually have to keep it down a bit because it's currently 5 AM in my hotel, but I wanted to get this content for you guys. So first things first, when we loaded into the triple threat park, we were hit with our free agent option pack as our starter pack. We got to select 2 cards here, and there was one very obvious option. It was Wemby. But then when I clicked R3 on the card to be able to actually look at his stats, look at what happened. It actually brought up this brand new graphic and animation where we're able to see all of his stats so much easier, and it looks so much cleaner. I think it's going to be amazing.
It's a little small detail that he's gonna show next, but you guys, I love this little shit coming up. Watch
the badges too, because it's a lot easier to see what badges the player has and doesn't have. But this is one extra thing I love. 2K added a stats.
Look at this shit right here. Stats, career highs for all the things, bro.
We did it!
Look at the fucking.
We did it!
Look at how clean this is, bro.
Tab where you're actually able to see your career highs for a game that you've had with that card. So for this circumstance, I hadn't played with Wemby, so that's why it says 0. But could you imagine if you get like a 100-point game and it says the most amount of points you got is 100? It'll actually be a cool thing to look at and to flex. For this free agent option pack, I decided to go with Luka and also Wemby. Then we went into the historic option pack, and once again, I selected Wilt Chamberlain. I feel like those are the players that are going to be selected most. But now it's time to actually enter into the triple threat park. And you guys can see this is a way different park, as it's based on Sunset Beach and it is at nighttime as well. But it was time to walk into this spot right here where we were actually able to open up packs. It wouldn't be a Kills My video without packs, and I could not tell you how excited I was, because we had 3 options of packs. We had the diamond pack, the pink diamond pack, and the Galaxy Opal pack. You can see the diamonds that we could get at community day. There actually were some pretty good cards, as yes,
these are not gonna be necessarily the cards that we get. I mean, bro, we're not gonna get a Diamond LeBron, a Diamond Steph, a pink. Like, we're not gonna get all of this day one. So this is just for them to have stuff, you know, available to them.
So there was that LeBron James that I won the most. Then for the pink diamonds, there was a pink diamond Caitlin Clark, who was a beast. And finally, there was some great Galaxy Opals, including
Angel
Opal
Wilson.
SGA. So you know what? It's now
Opal
time.
SGA.
It's time to open up our first pack of NBA 2K26. And it's time to see the animation. Trust me, just between you and I, it is fire. So yes, we started with the Galaxy Opal pack. It was time to open it up, and it's time to see the glow. So 3, 2, 1, bam. There we go with the glow right there. Now, to be honest, the glow is, it's good. I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. But then it's time to get into the walkout animation. 2K did guarantee that they updated this, and it's no longer just a screenshot when you get to the end, which is why, yes, it was time to flip the card. And first of all, we see a position, then we see a badge, and then we see an attribute as well. And then the player is kind of glitched walking towards. So you get to guess what player this is. And yes, the first one we got was this Asia Wilson. And this animation looks so much better than what we saw in 2K25. Like literally with the fireworks going off and everything, it looks amazing, like, especially
you can just get a
compared to the screenshot that we had last year. Shit. So anyway, now it's time to have a look at the diamond animation. The diamond glow is actually alright, and then once again, obviously we get the position, a badge, and then also a stat. I'm actually really excited to be able to see some players walk out and guess what attributes and guess what badges line up with the player that we want to see. I feel like
you're gonna be able to skip it probably, Chris. You're probably gonna be able to hold the button and fast forward through it. If they don't give us that option, that might be an issue. But yeah, we gotta get the. And remember, they will stop doing walkouts for like certain tiers and shit like that. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna need a skip, a fast forward option.
I think it's going to build a lot of hype with this diamond player. Yes, we were able to get the one I wanted the most, being the king, as it is none other than Diamond LeBron James. The card actually takes quite a long time to actually drop from the sky, but then we get the fireworks, and then obviously we open up the pink diamond pack next, and I'm actually really excited to be able to see what the dark matter animation is going to be, especially the glow. Also invincible GOAT cards, because I feel like this one has a lot of potential, which is something I always look forward to. I know it's small, but for the content, it's going to be exciting. And here, we finally got her in the WNBA of my team. We were able to get Caitlin Clark, and trust me, you guys will see some gameplay. She is a beast. Next up, we did another Galaxy Opal pack, and this time we did get another player from the Liberty, and it was Brianna Stewart. She was actually pretty good as well. So there are some really good WNBA players, and again, the animation's great. But then I noticed this right here. It is the Community Day double walkout pack, because yes, 2K did mention this in the My Team Courtside report that we can have multiple players walk out in an animation. So then I had an idea. I thought, why doesn't HTB and myself react to us open up this pack for the first time? So we had never seen this animation before. These were our first thoughts. I'm also sorry about the mic quality and the camera quality, but it was our Community Day, so we had to deal with what we had to deal with. So let's get into it.
All right, double walkout pack. First reaction.
First time ever.
It doesn't even sound bad.
Excited. Let's do it.
This is gonna be so fun. I can't wait.
I reckon. Well, we'll get one diamond.
A double walkout.
And what? All right, that's a diamond.
Diamond?
That's what the shake looks like too. That's the first time.
I'm a big fan of that side.
I like it. And then
diamond,
that's
double
two
diamonds.
Okay,
good pack to start the year.
You can't quickly.
What up, SL?
So wait, so how does the double walkout work?
You have to flip both of them.
So it's a single walkout twice?
We gotta see, bro. Let's get our hands on the game and see what the defense is really looking like. We did see some nice bump annies, some good plugs, some good interior stops.
Oh, that's fire.
Oh, no way. No way.
What the fuck? Oh, I hadn't seen that.
That
was actually pretty sick.
The double shake.
And then when
let me go back and see that. Hold on, I missed
No,
this will be by himself. And then the next one will have. Oh wait.
Oh, that's fire.
Oh no. No way. That is sick.
They're gonna have more than that.
Oh no, that's
Sick.
clean. That's
That
clean.
is
So I guess
so
you open
sick.
one of them if there's a double shake.
And then when we press X, it will open. But yeah.
Oh my god, the two walk Annie, the
That is
knighting,
sick.
that was
That is
fire.
so sick. I want to see if we get a Galaxy Opal.
Oh,
It's
cool.
just gonna be done. Please be good.
Back luck.
Oh, pink diamond.
Pink diamond?
So we can get
Gonna
some
be two
heart
pink
and
diamonds.
Pink diamond,
double pink
okay.
diamond. All right. That's it.
Ant?
I think he's 95, is he?
Ant-Man. Did he get his face scanned?
I.
He did not. Also, it's
they're
different
both 95.
celebrations and animations.
That one wasn't as cool.
Damn, that shit is lame that he doesn't get scans for 2K.
And next one is.
Oh,
okay.
so we just work up the tiers casually?
I want SGA. That's what I want the most. Let's see. I think that's SGA.
You just call it?
I reckon it's SGA. Surely.
Works for 2K.
Yo, what's good, James?
Thanks, Hardy. Let's go, man.
Yo, mods, can
that's
somebody
sick.
ban this dude being weird?
Oh, yes,
So
Let's
Steph is the one that
handle
got the
that.
best animation. I
Let's
like that
handle
one.
the
that
weirdness,
one's
man.
That's sick. I can't wait to see that with different gem tiers. Quick sell value?
Little kid in the chat.
2,500.
Oh,
Whoa. Wait, I love this display way more. Because, like, when you go to badges here, you'll be able to see direct comparisons when you're trading cards.
Yeah, it's so much better.
I'll do it myself.
Oh my god.
I got
And I
it.
get to be in a Kill Some Way video. Thank you for having me, sir.
That's right. Anytime. You know, welcome.
So yeah, so that double walkout animation is absolutely fire. I decided to do a couple more packs off camera with HTB, and we
highest card
actually
will
ended up
always
seeing
walk
that we
out.
got an
I don't know, I
animation
don't
with
know.
both a pink diamond and a galaxy opal. But for this one, I decided I'd open up the pink diamond first, and
What up,
this
Wendy?
actually confirmed my theory that yes, the highest overall player
I
when you
missed
get
the
a double
prepare
walkout
feature?
will.
Whoa.
Oh, right there. Yeah, because this dude was over here yapping. My fault.
Oh, that's sick.
What's he gonna do? Oh, yes, Asia.
So Steph is the one that got the best animation.
wait, what?
I like that one.
I don't
more.
like. Okay, so keep your eye on the SGA stuff when he's coming down. It's like there's like a. It's been bothering me with the other ones too. Hold on.
Oh, that's
Maybe it's the fireworks.
sick.
I'm not sure, but I don't think it is.
Oh, yes, Asia.
All right, let's see.
Steph.
See right there. Look at how it's like chopped. Like, why is that chopped already there? It shouldn't be chopped there. It's weird. See, look, see, look. You see, that's the issue. That's like a flaw right there. Y'all see what I'm seeing? It's like this has been bothering me. I hadn't said nothing on the other ones, but it's like it's been doing it on all of them. This is like is this like some kind of a cloak or some shit fucking up there? See, look, it's still doing it. Look at it right there. Look, it's still doing it. Yeah, Asia too, but it's way more obvious on the right-hand side. Over here is kind of like, you know, a little bit of a whatever, but over here is just way more obvious.
the best animation. I like that one.
Yeah, that one's sick.
That's sick. I
I
can't
like
wait
the
to see that with
fireworks in
different
the back
gem
and
tiers.
shit.
Quick sell value?
Okay.
2,500.
Oh,
Whoa. Wait, I love this display way more. Because, like, when you go to badges,
Yeah, this looks
you'll be able to
dope.
see direct comparisons when you're trading cards.
Yeah, it's so much better, bro.
Oh my god.
That's
and I get
fire.
to be in a Kill Some Way video. Thank you for having me, sir.
That's right. Anytime. You know, welcome.
So yeah, so that double walkout animation is absolutely fire. I decided to do a couple more packs off camera with HTB, and we actually ended up seeing that we got an animation with both a pink diamond and a galaxy opal. But for this one, I
Hopefully
decided
they
I'd
clear
open
that
up
up.
the pink diamond first, and this actually confirmed my theory that yes, the highest overall player when you get a double walkout will always walk out. As we see, we got the galaxy opal from this pack right here, and that's even when we flip the pink diamond first. So no matter what, that player that's walking out is going to be the highest overall,
Okay.
which is the way I feel like it should work.
Yeah, it
Also,
should work that way. What the fuck? The higher tier should be the one walking out. Like, simple. Yeah.
But I absolutely love this knighting animation that they do. I feel like this has so much potential, especially if we're able to get more walkouts. As we know, a walkout is pretty much qualified through being a shake. And I don't know how we're going to be able to get like 5 shakes in a pack. But 2K showed in
Next
the Corsair
Friday,
report
Shavam.
this GIF right here
In the
that shows
afternoon, I
yes,
think
you
it's like
are
at
able to
1
have
PM
like
East
5
Coast.
players in this walkout, which could be super fire. Then I also noticed when we were walking to our first game, we saw the showcase spot. It's no longer a massive screen. It's just on a little truck. But you can see it still shows the fireworks and shows what player everyone gets.
that's where you
we
open,
obviously
like,
decided to hop on
packs
the
in the
spot
park.
as well and open up a pack for ourselves. Once again, we got that Galaxy Opal animation, and then we actually go through the player that it is, and we were able to get Asia Wilson. I feel like it's still cool to showcase spot, and it's cool to flex your pools, I guess. But now it's time to hop into our first game. You guys can see right here, this
I'm
is
not
the
sure,
team that I'm
Shabam.
using.
I think
Yes,
they
it's a
did.
full WNBA
I think they
squad.
did.
You can see the triple threat park layout. We've got the 2-2s courts at the top, and then we've got the normal courts like we had last time, until we come further down, and there's kind of like this
I don't have
green
no
court.
relationship
This is
with
the
them.
one we wanted to play
Ty
on.
Devo,
So you can see my full
might be 'cause
WNBA
he's
squad
been
right here, and we're actually
harsh,
going against a pretty
critical
good
of
team
them.
as
I'm
well.
not
And
sure.
obviously this was a full WNBA squad versus an NBA squad, so we kicked it out to Brianna Stewart right there, and you may notice that actually was great.
Bro, look at how off that is, but it goes in. It's just so off, and it's still green because you greened one of the two. Look at how off it is, bro. Yeah, E-Bands should have gone to... Bro, listen. Whatever. I had the shit happen with Mike Wang or whatever, bro. To me, that's water under the bridge, but... Yes. Do I feel like I should eventually get to go? Yes, but I don't care. Whatever, bro. I'm good off that. But other people, look, Ty Deeble should go. Splash should go. E-Bands should go. DBG went away, but let's just take this. Okay, let's take this year out the equation. Previous years where he was like keeping track of the game for the entire cycle. He should have been going. Being critical of the game it shouldn't make you exempt from going. Like that's just my take on it, bro. You feel me? Being like, it's not like you're gonna go over there and cause issues and create drama and stir fucking, you know what I mean? That's if Splash gets to go, he's just gonna capture footage like all these dudes are doing. You feel me? He's not gonna be over there starting shit about the game being ass or nothing like that. He's just gonna go and do his thing and be grateful for the opportunity. So I don't know, bro. But hey, listen, they handpick who they want to go. I got no issues with it. I'm glad that we're able to get the content from all these people, and it's a great opportunity for them. I say the same shit every year, bro. I'm never salty about that shit. I'm happy for these dudes. They're putting out the content, and we all benefit from it because we get to see shit like this a week early. You feel me? From the people that actually do play the game. So
this is an NBA squad, so we kicked it out to Breanna Stewart right there, and you may notice that actually was green, but it also wasn't green. It was green through the tempo, shit, and what a rebound right there.
You're gonna see
give it up
more
to Asia Wilson, and Asia will go in for the drive and get the lay. Remember, this was my first game, so I'm definitely not going to be the best.
Look,
that one was somehow green, but it's because we greened the tempo. So there's actually two things that if you're able to get it correct, it can then be green. That was a great shot by Anthony Edwards. This game was against HTB as well. We greened that rebound right there with Breanna Stewart as well. Kicked it out to Caitlin Clark, and that was a double perfect release with the green tempo and also the green release. There's another green tempo shot. I was way better at my tempo than I was actually my timing, but we were able to kick the ball out right here for another 3 with the green tempo, and all we needed was 2 points to win. So we give the ball to Caitlin Clark. She does a step back. She pulls that 3 and splashes for our first W. I felt
brother, he's hit like 4 of those things in one game to 21.
Like that was a pretty good game to play. But now it's time to head up to those top 2 courts, and it's time to play our first 2v2 mode. This is a new addition into 2k26, and I'm actually so excited to play it, and I'm so excited for it to be in the Triple Threat Park as well. So you can see when we're going into it, we're going against Steph Curry, Asia Wilson, I'm SGA, and I'm pretty sure it was HTB as well.
I mean, how bad do you have to be to not green one of the two? Like, what? You're getting 2 opportunities to get it right.
Is LeBron James, and we wanted to win our first 2v2 game. There was no doubt about it. So it is on a half court as well, and this is a lot different to any
see what
other
the green
Triple Threat
windows are looking
Park
like
game
with
that we've played in
buttons,
the past, because obviously it's a brand new addition into the mode, and he shoots his first shot there, and he actually ends up missing.
See,
we green the rebound once again.
And
he kicks it out to me. SGA
like
with the pass fake. We're trying to go inside on this Steph Curry, and I thought it was going to be easy. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Asia Wilson goes up there, gets rejected.
The SGA should have been a steal. SGA reaching down right there should have been a steal. 10:04. Let's go back to like look at SGA. This should be a steal.
He kicks it out to me.
So watch this.
SGA with the pass fake. We're trying to go inside on this Steph Curry, and I thought it was going to be.
It loses the ball, right? But now look at SGA when Asia Wilson goes in. Look.
Easy. Unfortunately, it wasn't.
Look at SGA here.
Asia.
Look at the ball completely exposed. SGA with the reach.
Wilson goes up there, gets rejected by LeBron. We pull out the rebound and we get fouled, but then they got the ball back. They also shot this 3. They missed, and it was our time to shine. SGA, it's time to get your first score. Let's go up with that dunk. But then, yes, they weren't going to miss every 3. They ended up splashing this one with Steph. And the interesting part is every single time that you score in this mode, you do actually get the ball back. So there's a chance that you might even hop into a game and never get the ball, depending on who you're going against, if they're good enough. Because we were kind of struggling to start with in this 2v2
not getting
mode,
the ball
but
at all.
I kind of do love it as well. I feel like this is going to be a great one to get streaks, because if you're good enough, as I said, you can literally go 21-0 and win every single game. But you can also see here, Asia is getting some great layup animations against a player like Steph Curry as well. So fortunately, they missed that shot. We're down 15-2, but we're able to change that now with a few more slams, with a kick out to SGA right here, making it 15-9. We go down with SGA,
doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the
LeBron,
rebound. Your
King
teammates
splash
can still
for
get
3.
it from you.
We then take it with SGA once again. He gets a great layup animation.
Greening a rebound just means that
after
you
all that, the
perfectly
score's now
timed
back.
when
We are
you
now
went up
back.
for-
It's
to grab the
14-7. They just missed that 3. Fortunately, LeBron pulls it out, and we got to get these scores. We do not want to lose our first 2v2 game.
Hey, mommy.
Hi.
What's up? How's school?
Good.
You did the presentation?
Yeah.
How was it?
Good.
Yeah? Were you nervous?
No.
No? Okay.
That means I want to go on Disney cruise.
Okay. Nothing. Papa's working, okay?
I know.
Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
I don't see.
Yeah, mommy, because I don't have it here. I'm just doing it on the computer. Okay?
So LeBron gets the 2, kicks it out to me for a massive 3, and we splash. It is 19-17. All we have to do
ATR, what's
is
good,
score
bro?
2
What up,
more points,
Donovan?
and we are done. We will win.
Hey, boys, do me a favor, man. Take a quick second. Everybody in the stream right now, man, hit the thumbs up. Drop a like on the stream for me, all right? Let's go.
Our first game. So SGA, it missed. We literally bricked it, so they've still got a chance to come back in this game. Asia with a massive 3 gets that one to go. Steph to win the game just misses, but Asia is there for the rebound. She goes up, misses. We pull down that board, and all we need is 3 points now to win. LeBron on the back door slams it on Asia. We go down with SGA. We kick it out, almost get a turnover, but back to SGA down low with the pump fake, with another one, and we go up and we win our first 2v2 game. So yes, I know that was just a quick little gameplay of the 2v2 mode, but I genuinely think it's the mode I'm most excited.
I think it's like the tempo that you gotta hit. It's one of them is the one that guarantees it. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not going to
play it on the Triple Threat Park in 2K26.
I did see it.
One thing I also noticed when we pressed up on the D-pad and we were looking at the map is if you look in the bottom right over here, it actually shows the top rep player, but then it also shows rewards when you beat that top rep player. And the rewards are massive.
MT.
You get 5 times the rep and 5 times the MT. And we've never seen 5 times multipliers on any reward. So if you're able to beat the top rep player, you could be gaining so much MT and also so much rep each time you beat them. Then also while we were playing, someone did go on a 5-game win streak. And you can see here, it did show the streak busters.
Bro, that shit is... Could that have been a coding issue just for the... Could that have been a coding thing that where it's like it processed it as regular park, but it's not really gonna be on my team once we start playing it? 2000 VC if broken if you break the 5-game streak, which that could go up if they go on a 10 or a 15 streak. They might up the VC to like 5,000 or some shit.
Reward, which was actually 2000 VC if you were able to beat it. Is this the first time we've ever seen VC rewarded in the Triple Threat Park? I actually think it might be. As I said before though, none of these rewards and none of these things are actually confirmed because this was a community day build. But if VC is a reward, do you think that's a W? As I definitely think it is. But then finally, I thought it was time that we hopped into All-Star Team Up. This is a brand new mode in NBA 2K26.
This is the 5v5 mode.
This is going to be one of the biggest modes that they've added.
This is like the biggest thing I'm hyped for this year. Keep in mind, I don't think I'm a big fan of how the court looks.
Here you get 5 choices of cards that you're able to bring into Team Up. I wanted to pick Wilt Chamberlain as my player as I felt like he was going to be a beast on those boards. So then once we entered the All-Star Team Up little spot, we then just had to walk through these doors and then it put us in a lobby where we were able to wait for our game. Now once again, I set up my live reaction to this entire game. Look, I may have not played the best, but it was the only game of All-Star Team Up I was able to get. So yeah, just watch this.
All-Star Team Up, we have done it. Oh my word, look at this. Hold up, that's actually kind of sick. Wait, okay, all right, they got a good squad. All right, I'm Wilt.
I'm Luca?
Wait, what? Why are you Luca? Oh, wait, why does the court look smaller? Is that just me?
No, is this court small to anybody? Wait, this court is tiny.
Yeah, I know, what? Let's go, squad. They've only got 2 left. Oh,
nah, I don't think it looks small.
I actually do like the court, except it feels small. There's no way.
Is it small? Do y'all think the court looks small?
Stewie, I see you.
Maybe a little bit smaller.
Oh.
I must say I would want
Nah, it's fine. The court is fine. The court is fine. It's fine. Nah.
Bro, this is actually hard.
Not worried about Shay.
We got to worry about Shay. Yeah, I'll be point.
It's a little bit smaller maybe, but it looks fine though.
Finally.
And looking at it now, it's not that bad. Like, I get it. Like, maybe you don't really like how the dark, you know, interior with the galaxy space looking shit, but it's actually not that bad.
Oh, okay, we got it. I don't know how that person's cooking with Luca in
Dude, this is gonna be fire, bro. On stream, 5v5s on stream every day is lit, bro.
Let's go. Rusty start, but that's okay. We're shooting 29%.
Nah, you're not gonna be able to change it.
Not shot? Oh.
I don't know, bro. The difficulties is always low. Like All-Star Pro, like they always have low difficulty on this shit. On just
timing layups is so much
auto modes in general. Like they're never gonna put that shit on on Superstar or Hoth.
I'm trying to get there.
Dude, that's crazy.
Who called the timeout?
We got spacing. There we go. Good, Chris.
Brianna movement.
There it is. That's the play. This is 100% my bad. That is 100% my bad. Dude, I got absolutely horsed by Wemby. 15, 10, 1, 2. Shooting 7 of 8. Let me turn that off.
So yes, unfortunately,
let me
it was
go
a
back and
bad
look at the
result.
Wemby jumper. Let me go back and look at it. Because
Hell.
it is slower than last year. It is slower than last year. But just keep one thing in mind. Brother, look at where he's shooting from. And he's 7'4". The jumper is not as good as last year. I can see it now. All right, I'll be the first to admit it. Bro, look, Luka is there. That's about as good. Look at the white thing. Look, there, it's right there. They're right there, right? He's 7'4", bro. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Hell.
Green. It don't matter, bro. It comes down to you being comfortable and memorizing and understanding the jumper. Like, that's what yes, is it as good as last year? No, it's not as good as last year. But it's like, I'm gonna stick to what I said. It just doesn't matter. The dude is 7'4". He's 7'4". It doesn't matter.
We got spacing. There we go. Good, Chris. Good, Chris. There it is. That's the play.
And all that does is
100%
fine. We get to look forward to the fucking, the Wemby later on with the better jumper.
That is 100% my bad. Dude, I got absolutely horsed by Wemby. 15.
Yeah,
10,
anybody can
1,
call a timeout.
2,
You just
7
press
of 8. Let me,
the fucking
turn that off.
the pad or whatever.
So yes, unfortunately, it was a bad result, but it was super fun to
That's
play.
how it is in
Let me
the
know, though,
regular
do you think
team
the
up
court
right now,
is
so.
smaller? It definitely looked like it was and felt like it was too. But yeah, I seriously think if you're able to get a bunch of your friends together, this mode might just be the most fun mode that 2K have added in many years.
100%.
And also, it sounds like you're going to be able to get some great rewards from it as well. So anyway, then I hopped into another Triple Threat Park game, and I just wanted to have some fun with this one. And yes, the first goal was to throw a lob from Caitlin Clark to LeBron, which we were able to do. And finally, I wanted to test something. I wanted to test if we could...
He didn't green the dunk, and it still went in. Y'all saw that, right? He didn't green the lob, and it went in. It says slightly late, and that shit dropped. You see the slightly late look.
Lob from
Look.
Caitlin
He mistimes it entirely.
Clark
Look.
to LeBron, which we
Slightly
were able to
late
do.
in.
And finally, I wanted to test something. I wanted to test if we could dunk on Caitlin Clark with LeBron James. So let's get up there and posterize Caitlin Clark. It looks crazy that you can actually do this in 2K26, but Caitlin Clark is such a beast as well. She hits us with that step back right there. Well, against us, we throw up a lob to LeBron. That ain't going to work. He pulls it down. He kicks it down. Wait, does it go down? No, he just posterizes us again on Caitlin Clark. LeBron this time, another poster on Caitlin. I'm sorry, Caitlin.
That's what we
had to
need,
try
man.
out,
Just don't
but as I
patch
said,
it. Let
this
us
Caitlin Clark was
experience
such a
this
monster. We throw up a
ourselves.
lob. Wilt Chamberlain gets there so quickly and is
that's
able
what
to
we
get
need.
that block.
Well, not
But
to
the thing is,
patch.
these WNBA players were certainly putting in the work.
Like, it's supposed
which
to
is
be
one
fun,
thing I
bro.
absolutely loved about it. And Caitlin Clark had such a good release as well. So there we go with LeBron with another slam. We're up 16-11, but he makes this three, makes it back, and we needed this three right here to win the game. It was a great release. Unfortunately, we just missed it though. And his LeBron comes down, splashes that three, and wins the game. And that's literally everything we were able to test out at NBA 2K26 Community Day. It was actually so much.
Let me drop a like for the boy. All right, W. Anything else I gotta look at, fellas? Any other specific videos? Hold on, I had seen on my feed, bro. 2K Lab. Hold on. Right here, bro. They had some dope clips on here, bro. Hold on, bro. 20 different shot meters. Let's look at the shot meters.
Here are 20 different shot meters on 2K26. We've got curve. Here are 20 different shot meters on 2K26. We've got curve, sword, fireball, lightning bolt, shooting star, triangle.
Hey, bro, the shooting star looks crazy, bro. This is if you're blind. Shooting star looks crazy. What's up with this? Yo, what's good?
Meters on 2K20. Sword, fireball, lightning bolt, shooting
Bro, that shit is massive. What the fuck?
star, triangles, tube, hexagons, diamond, waves, pill,
What the hell?
horn, rainbow, fang, tusk, comet, arrow 2, V, straight, funnel, and curve bar. Here are 20 different
Holy
shot
shit.
meters on 2K26.
There you go. Alright, bro. Dribble styles and speed boosting on 2K26. Morant looks fun. Levine, great for smooth wings. All right, let's see.
Here's some
Look at the movement.
2K26.
Look at Ja.
There will be multiple dribble styles at different ratings that allow you to speed boost without being held back by a hitch animation like 25. Here's some NBA.
I don't know why Huncho keeps saying that the speed boosting looks the same, bro. You're not limited. Remember, on 25, you would do that move and then go back the other way, and they would do like an extra dribble or slow you down, bro. You literally spamming speed boost here.
Without being held back by a hitch animation like 25.
Look at that.
Here's some NBA players with their dribble style speed boosting towards the ball hand side. The fastest we've seen so far was Ja Morant's. And for the wings,
yeah, Ja moves crazy.
Let us know how you feel about this and be sure to like and follow to stay up to date with
Ja looks crazy. Look at Ja, bro.
Ja Morant's.
Look at the speed on him. Watch.
So far was Ja Morant's. And for the wings, it was Zach Levine.
He just goes.
Let us know how you feel about this and be sure to like and follow to.
If you can master your rhythm shots, here's a first look at rhythm shooting on 2K26. If you can master your rhythm shots' unique tempo, you don't have to green the timing to make the shot.
All right, so it's not either one of the two. It's the tempo. If you green the tempo, it's gonna go in no matter what. All right, so the tempo is the one that you could green. So it's not either one of the two. It's just the tempo has got to be green.
However, the better your timing, the more wiggle room you'll have to match the tempo. Will you use rhythm this year? Come to NBA2KLab.com for the best jump shots. Here's a first look at rhythm shooting.
All right, and then these 4 clips are all fire.
Number 1, you can do escape turbo crosses back.
Look at this shit,
bro.
Number
1, you can do escape turbo crosses back to back
Woo!
to back.
Fox moving crazy and crazy too.
This can look very shifty and easy to perform. So the devs, knowing this, put in a system that if you do 3 back to back to back, you will lose 1 adrenaline. So try to only do 2 back to back at max. Number 1, you can do escape turbo crosses back to back. Number 2, misdirections. They're back. You can chain them back. Number 2, misdirections. They're back.
Look at the misdirections, bro.
Number 2, misdirections. They're back. You can chain them back to back. You can burst out of them towards either direction, similar to 22. And this is huge, but the controls are
the Pippin behind the back is the last clip I'm gonna show on here.
Input similar to a combo moves. First, flick the right stick, then hold turbo before you flick the right stick the other way again. The first flick is what determines your animation. If the first flick is down diagonal towards away from the ball hand, then the animation will be a misdirection behind the back.
The behind the backs looks so clean.
They're back. You can chain them.
The behind the backs looks so clean.
Number 3, the OG momentum cross. Number 3, the OG momentum cross is back. And so is the momentum behind the back. The controls for the momentum are different. You'll want to flick directly up on the right stick, then hold turbo and run diagonally up. And this can be done with any dribble style, but there are tiers to it. These momentum crosses can be changed.
Misdirection you like? No. Wait till I show you the next clip.
Behind the back animations. Number 3,
the Scotty, bro.
Momentum.
You like all of this? All of this looks fire. All right, look at the Scotty behind the back.
Leading us to number 4. Behind the backs.
Bro, look at the burst out of it, bro. Look at how he just slingshots into the fucking run. Look at this.
To number 4, behind the backs.
Look at that, bro.
In NBA 2K26, specifically the moving behind the backs. Like Scottie Pippen, for example, this thing launches you and snaps you away from defenders to get to the rim. There's also variety here with behind the backs like Kobe White that has multiple good animations.
Bro, it's like a turbo jet boost. Look at that.
If you're looking to attack the
Scottie Pippen behind the back is gonna be the best.
Leading us to number 4, behind the backs will be crucial in NBA.
That shit is fire.
2K26, specifically the moving behind.
That's insane, bruh. Anybody got any other specific videos y'all want me to watch? We watched the Killzone one. We watched a bunch of the Joe Knows videos. I know Stats had some shit. Let me see. Right here.
Yo, so with that being said, I am so proud of 2K. Hey, everybody spam claps in the comments. But then again, I can't really be mad about how I'm fumbling, because if y'all pay attention to me dribbling and you see the times that I fumbled, 2K basically put it to where you can't make like unrealistic turnarounds and unrealistic like ways around the court. That's why I make you like fumble the ball, you know. So I can't really be too mad, honestly. And nothing is really just like right here before the game come out. It takes 3 escapes or 3 curry behind the backs for you to lose an adrenaline boost. So what I would advise you to do, if you're combo, now since the embargo lifted, it's a lot of more stuff. Single day into the game come out from now on, from today. Y'all hear me? So yeah, follow me on Twitter. I break down whatever I could. I go into detail about whatever I could, and other than that,
I love the fucking behind the back escapes, bro. They look so explosive. Look at Kyrie right here.
Now
put them together. Watch. Look, boom, behind the back.
Y'all hear me? So yeah, follow me on Twitter.
Behind the back. Look at the separation, bro.
It's probably gonna be a space every single day until the game come out from now on, from today. Y'all hear me? So yeah, follow me on Twitter.
Can't people just boost that BC street
break down
shit?
Whatever I could.
We're gonna find out.
I go into detail about whatever I could.
Tell you that shit might not be in the game, bro.
Just enjoy the show. And once.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Shit lit, bro. Whatever, boys. Hey, man, I'm gonna wrap it up there, bro. Y'all boys hit a like on the way out, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. How long was the stream? I don't even know how long we streamed for, bro. Hey, W stream, bro. I'll see you guys in a week. Obviously, if more shit drops that I could go over or whatever or make a video on, I'll be doing that. But yeah, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready for 26. We get that shit a week from now. At this time next week, the game will officially be out already. It's 2/16 right now, so yeah, man. Yo, W stream, man.